It was a quiet night at the city hospital. Dr. Ayesha Khan was on her night shift, walking through the long, empty corridors with her patient file in hand. While checking her list, she noticed something strange. At the bottom of the page, there was an entry she had never seen before. Ward number 13, patient, unknown. Ayesha frowned. She stopped a passing nurse and asked, "Where is Ward 13? The nurse looked shocked. "Doctor," she whispered, "Ward 13 has been closed for years. There was an accident there. Nobody goes inside." Ayesha thought it must be a mistake, but her file clearly said Ward 13, so she decided to check it herself. The hallway leading to that ward was dark and cold. At the end, there was an old sign, Ward 13, hanging crooked on the wall. The door was chained but slightly open. Inside, she saw a dim light flickering. She called out softly, "Hello? Anyone in there?" No reply, only the slow sound of a heart monitor beeping. Ayesha stepped inside. The room was dusty and full of cobwebs. All the hospital beds were covered with old white sheets. Except one. One bed looked new. Perfectly clean, white sheet neatly folded. A patient file was lying on top of it. She picked it up and read the label. Her hands froze. It said, "Patient, Dr. Ayesha Khan. Time of death, 11:47 p.m. She looked at her watch. It was 11:46 p.m. Her heart started racing. The lights flickered. Cold air brushed her face. Then she heard it. A whisper. "Doctor, help us." Ayesha turned around. There were patients standing in the room. Pale faces, hollow eyes for tubes still attached to their arms. One old woman stepped forward. "You came back, doctor," she said softly. Ayesha shook her head, terrified. "No, this isn't real." The woman looked at her and whispered, "Neither are you." Ayesha looked down at her hands. They were covered in dried blood. She stumbled back toward a cracked mirror. In the reflection, she saw herself, pale, lifeless, blood on her coat. And then, her reflection smiled back. The clock struck 11:47 p.m. The heart monitor flatlined. Everything went dark. The next morning, Nurse Fatima opened the door of Ward 13. She found Dr. Ayesha lying on the bed, peaceful, covered with a white sheet. One of the ward boys whispered. "Another one?" The nurse nodded. "They always come here on their last night." As they left, the door slowly closed by itself. Inside the mirror, Ayesha's reflection was still there, watching,